my screen because I haven't yet. Let me do this with the entire screen on this side. So this is how you would translate the e-learning platform on Mind and Art specifically in this case, but it works for all e-platforms that I use the same system with. So in this case, I'm doing it for our Spanish partners. The link to the admin is given to you in your email with your own specific password. I'm already logged in as um, Leandro, who is the person who's going to be translating the Spanish, it seems like. So when you initially log in, you get to this screen. You can ignore everything on this screen other than this here, where it says MasterStudy. Then you hit courses. Well, before you hit courses, let's start with this. Go to your language before you hit courses. This is very important. So you go to Spanish in this case, and then you can go to MasterStudy, and then you'll find courses, and you'll be able to tell you're in the right place because the course should sort of be uh, have like Spanish letters. So it says Resiliencia Ela whatever, right? I don't know Spanish, so I'm not going to even try. So I hit the little pencil here, and then as you can see, it will open this little course builder, and then you can start by clicking on a module. Then you go down, you see that this is what's written, and you correct it. Then obviously you hit save. If I make a correction, I won't in this case because I don't know any Spanish. But if I did make a correction, it would be blue. If I hit save, I just hit the space bar here. If I hit save, it will become this, and it will say lesson successfully saved. In the same way, you can do it to the next lesson. You go down, you see what's written, what's missing, you add stuff, go down. There's nothing here. Oh, for these, like when it says H5P ID6, I will show you how to translate them, but honestly, it's a bit complex, and you'll understand why in a second. But you can attempt to translate it, but if you find it too hard, literally just screenshot the H5P activity for me and tell me what to change. Just because it's quite hard. Here you can sit and you can change your little Spanish stuff if you need to, and you go on like this. When you're done, obviously make sure that it always is white, which means there's nothing more to save. If it was blue, there were changes made. Then you can obviously hit view. And if my internet decides to work, you would have to say start course, which I assume this is what this means in Spanish, because you aren't actually enrolled. I'm going to enroll you now. And then you can sort of see what it looks like, if you know what I mean. So, I mean, I'm not going to click on anything, but you can see how everything looks. You can say complete to next and go on, and on, right? So that's basically how you translate the e-learning platform. The hard part is actually the H5P activities, and it's very complex, and I'll explain why in a second. So you would have to go to something called WPML. So where is it? So I can't see where I am. Let's see. WPML. There you go. WPML String Translation. This is where everything starts getting a bit hard, and I'm going to give you my WhatsApp as well, so you guys can get in touch with me when you need to do things and it gets hard, so that you can find me if you need. So let me just do like H5P here. Let me just say H5P dot content, if I remember correctly, is the right way to do this. I think it should be capital letters actually. Let me try that. H5P. Oh, and I have to hit include translations, and then I'll just hit filter. And as you can see, there are some that say like H5P content. So this is probably the H5P activity, which has the number 20 in the shortcode. But here's the content. So for example, This would be the English part, and they have pencils because I've translated them, obviously. But if you need to edit something on this, for example, let's look for Spanish, Slovenian, Spanish. So if you were to edit anything, it would be here. But sometimes there's like weird characters, which means specifically something specific for computers. So if you find this really hard to do, you could literally just go to the activities, screenshot it for me like this. So you can go to, let's just find where the H5P activity is. I mean, if I preview it, I could probably see it better. But let's do that because my Spanish is 0. So let's do that. Let's do this. I'm sure there's an activity here somewhere. I'm gonna say interactive gamification should be one of them. I can understand the sort of numbers. So in this case, for example, I'm sure you may want to send me some photos with this text here, or you may want me to change this text here. Just literally screenshot it and, you know, tell me what it should say on the card if you intend to actually change pictures here, because it's got the English versions of these here. So, just let me know. Because this is quite hard. You can find where the image is in string translation here, but it will be hard for you to know what the right thing is to put there. So I'm going to give you my WhatsApp so you can find me. I'm going to give you your logins, so at least the textual parts you could do. And if you have any trouble with H5P activities, you just screenshot them to me and I will change them. Just make a screenshot, write in the Word document, this should say blah, 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 and then I will do it for you. That's about it.